Hello, everybody, and welcome into Oak University for today's matchup between the Nationals, who play host to Shabab Alyemen, here live on the Michigan Soccer Network, alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Besk. My name's Jonathan Turner. Going to bring you all the live action here for this UPSL matchup. Shabab Alyemen comes into this one with winning all three of their first games. Their latest win coming against the fall champion City United back on Friday, 2-1. Nationals coming to this one losing their last two games. A 1-0 loss to Detroit United on Mother's Day and a 5-0 loss this past Thursday to Cedars FC. Shabab looking to continue their winning ways while the Nationals are looking to get back in the win column. What are your thoughts on this one, Steve?
Well, I think I think you're going to see a team in Nationals that are going to be trying to get back on the bounce. I'm sure Coach Rick Larson has had some words for his team, and for Shabab Alyemen, they're going to look to keep things going as they've been, and that's scoring goals and winning games.
Now we have the national anthem here. Pause for a moment for that. Granite City Food and Brewery has two Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Welcome back into Oak University here for this UPSL matchup as the Nationals play host to Shabab Alyemen. Shabab Alyemen is coming into this one in second place behind Detroit United by 4 points. Their first three games are 3 wins. The Nationals currently sit in 8th place with a 1-1-2 record. As we are just about to get things underway here, a reason for the abrupt start to this is that there is a storm rolling through. We weren't quite sure if we were going to get this off on time, and it seems as though we are. So just a slight delay by 4 or 5 minutes, but nonetheless, we'll get things going here in just a second. The Nationals will be in all blue kits this afternoon, and Shabab Alyemen in the all white kits with the black trim. Looks as though the Nationals will be on your screen going right to left, and Shabab Alyemen going left to right. Want to thank you all for joining us here this afternoon. No power. Oh, boom. As we're just about to get underway here.
Yeah, it should be an open game. You have to imagine this will be our first time seeing Shabab Alyemen, so I expect them nothing to change from the way they've been playing so far. Starting off 3-0, scoring goals, not conceding a whole lot. We saw in the last game that Nationals played, they conceded 5 to Cedars, not the defensive effort that I'm sure Coach Rick Larson would like to see. They did create opportunities in that game. They didn't maybe necessarily find the back of the net, but opportunities were there, and they've got to create more of those and be a little bit more direct when they're within those, attacking third to put shots on target and test the goalkeeper and hopefully maybe get a bounce or want something will go their way and turn the tide and turn the luck for them, and they can get rolling.
I figured out our number situation as you're looking at the standings on our screen right now. UPSL standings with Detroit United currently sitting in that first spot, and Shabab Alyemen in second, with the Nationals currently sitting in 8th place with a 1-1-2 record. As we're just about to get things underway here, and here we are. Sunday, May the 15th, first of 2 games here tonight, brought to you by the Michigan Soccer Network. Alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Best, my name's Jonathan Turner. 88 degrees today here in Michigan. Humidity, Steve, as well. I think you saw you earlier today were out kayaking.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day for it. Definitely hot, but not terribly too humid. But then again, I'm not out there running around refereeing a game either. So
as first goal kick here of the afternoon for the Nationals. Trying to look at their roster. Looks as though Borjan Stamkovic stepped in as a starter here this afternoon.
always a change that we never can
My
predict.
guess is that he stepped in place of Marco Gomez. I don't see Gomez yet here, so my guess is he stepped in. So I think I was offsides there. Want to remind everyone you're watching this on YouTube and 11 Sports. Comment, let us know you're watching. Specifically, if you're on YouTube, we aren't looking at the 11 Sports stream, so we can't see comments there, but we would love to hear from you. Comment during this broadcast so we can engage with you. We talk about food and sauces that go on food.
All sorts of good stuff.
All right. all the fun stuff is offsides called now against the Nationals. That's Sufian, who just got a touch of that one, is Masumbu Jada, the center back for Shabab Alyemen. They'll just play around with this in the back line. If you didn't have a chance to see Alianza FC last night versus Inter Detroit, you missed a good game, a great location. Steve, we talked about the electric atmosphere that Alianza is creating there at the corner ballpark, and I think that we're understating the electricity that is going on at that location.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if the camera crew could fully capture the environment last night. Probably anywhere between 400 or 600 people that were there last night. Everybody was in a great mood. You had live music going on. We had multiple food trucks, taco trucks. Everybody. We had halftime Zumba entertainment. It was quite the show.
That it was. Looks like Octavio Toulouse also is starting as well.
I'll just want to go back for the quesadilla, maybe some churros.
Yeah. And I want to know what those churros taste like when they're hot.
Yeah.
We got them cold, but I want to know what they taste like when they're warm.
That's what
my guess is
exactly what I said to Chelsea last night. I said,
I just want to know.
I said those churros were good. Just imagine if they were warm.
I know.
And the quesadilla was fantastic. Just being, just cheese.
Any comments on the behind the scenes?
Says they can't see the game. Well, this is the behind the scenes cast.
Yep.
So you can find the other link to the game.
Yep. There's two live streams going on at the exact same time, simultaneously on the Michigan Soccer Network. Behind the scenes with us, just only seeing us.
Esmail Haidan. Check the other stream. You'll find the game there.
Just go right back. Just go back to the homepage of the Michigan Soccer Network channel, and you'll see both streams live as we speak. That was Hodgson here looking. Stamkovic. And that intended for number 28, Gavin Bourdon. Right in the goalkeeper's hands, Ahmed. Goalkeeper for Shabab Alyemen, his first touch of the afternoon. There are some storms rolling through the area this afternoon, so it is possible that we might have some delays. This ball all the way back to the goalkeeper, Heisch.
Be interesting to see here, the differences from, maybe the last game and the last couple games here, the way Nationals may try to change their attack or change the players out there on the pitch, some of the combinations, to try to generate some more offense because, I think we've seen plenty of games where they have created opportunities, but opportunities are great, but if you're not putting them on the board and not getting those scoring, getting those goals, it really doesn't matter.
No, I agree. I had a chance to talk with Coach Rick Larson today for about a half hour before this one, and we talked about, some of the areas, and obviously there's lots of great, areas to comment on in regards to this young team. I mean, it's a first-year team. They're playing against teams like Shabab Alyemen, who've been around for a number of years. And he understands that. And we talked in our first game, we talked about, you know, the importance of looking at this not necessarily on a narrow level, more on a long-term level, looking at saying, hey, there's a pathway here. Our goal is to get to the, you know, to that 6th spot, right? The 6 top teams go to the playoffs. They go on. That's where we want to be in year 1. And you know, they're still in that position to be able to do that. I mean, we're still only 4 games in. There's 10 games in this, so they have a chance to still make some noise. And looking at the way the league is shaping up right now, things are kind of starting to fall in place. You're starting to see the teams that are going to be stronger, the teams that are going to struggle, and you know, the Nationals are still trying to find their identity.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, they've got a lot of young talent, but unproven.
Well, there's an opportunity inside the box, maybe an offside. Goes out now for a goal kick.
And I think you've got a lot of players who are, you know, this is really their first taste of amateur, you know, adult football, right? And they're not, you know, maybe used to everything that comes with that. You know, whether it's the physical play that we saw out of teams like last night, Inter Detroit or Detroit United.
Well, that's a good ball. Into Bourdon, and he inside the 18. Oh, Paul across the 6, and
he had
Stankovic. Yeah,
he had him there. He just couldn't find him. It's a great run in by Bourdon, though.
Well, Cryer will step in, and good defensive effort from him.
I just think there's a growing period here. There we see a foul there in midfield, but there's a growing period for these players that have to go on from playing, you know, youth soccer into the, you know, your under 18. I don't care if that's you know, academy, club, highest club level, high school, whatever it may be. Playing against guys who are full-on adults, grown men. It's a different game, and it's a much more physical game in those brief little moments. Sometimes you have to just be stronger than the guy you're going up against. And not to mention that we also talked about, you know, the lack of team chemistry right now that the Nationals just don't seem to have.
Yeah.
We see some combination play, but, you know, sometimes that's not good enough. And right now it hasn't been good enough.
As Toulouse will touch this, and still fighting hard.
And it's no lack of talent out there. Definitely not. You see the individual players.
So, Aldays. Waste Aldays. Well known in this league. There's Halep. That went down for Shabab. This ball by Schwartz will go out of touch for a throw-in here on the near side. Got a comment from Amir Rybik. Couldn't make it today, but Shabab with the win today. Hopefully the weather is good to both teams. I don't know. Would it be bad to one team though versus the other? I guess is like, well, I guess looking at it from that standpoint, this is there's Algebri that was intended for. And so how was the kayaking today, Steve? Was it fun?
It was amazing.
Nothing doing there.
Nothing crazy, but we went. We found a place out in Milford, and you can ride up to a brewery right on the river.
Oh.
So that was very nice.
It held up, and that goes up and over, and it's going to go down the hill by the dome here at Oak University, about 700 yards away.
They had something there at this place, though, John, I think you'd be a fan of. It was a soft pretzel covered in cheddar cheese and bacon.
Oh.
I mean, it sounds great. Of course, those things go well together, but I haven't seen it on a menu before. Just giant soft pretzel covered in cheese and strips of bacon, and yeah,
that's
pretty delicious. If I do say so myself.
Well, I like my food, so
I knew you'd like that. We're gonna get a corner here for Shabab Alyemen.
That we are. As
first one of the game.
New cell just popped up behind us.
Of course, aren't we supposed to watch the game, not you guys? Well, Kamal, if you're watching this is the behind-the-scenes stream. You can go to the other stream to watch the game.
Two games simultaneously at the same time. We got two streams going. There's a shot low, and it's blocked. That was number 20, Hassan Saad. This will all go all the way back to Jada.
Not sure that people have understood the concept.
Oh, behind the scenes? What, you don't want to look at us the entire game?
Apparently they don't.
This is rude. That's all that is. Oh, that's going to be a misplay right there. And oh, Heiss comes up big.
Almost a giveaway there.
Zabeth Wilson trying to head that back. Need a little more power on that one.
There's good awareness from Mirsad Halep to be aware to get that opportunity. Just couldn't get it past Heiss, who was out there. But a good opportunity here early for Shabab Alyemen.
Got Cryer on the near side, and if he can get it, it's a good idea. A little too much on that one. Comments. So yeah, we are doing 2 streams here this afternoon. One is the game, and the other one is us behind the scenes here in the press box, showing you what that looks like and how we. For the whole game, you know, I was kind of like making it look like this is fun. I don't know, just something different, you know. All for fun and making the game more accessible to everyone there at home, or actually wherever you might be. Your car, hope not, but the beach, the bathroom, wherever you be watching the game.
No judgment.
No judgment is giveaway at midfield, and ball right there. Days shot, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. Missed the frame. Missed opportunity right there.
He had a runner backside. If he could have got it across, would have been wide open maybe for a tap in. But I don't blame Odace there to looking to go to goal, but really got to get that on frame as we see here again. Has a look at it, just leaning back there, off balance. Never going to really make good contact, get anything on frame when he's off balance there, falling down.
The 12th minute, 0-0 is a score. Both teams here early in this one have had a few opportunities, but nothing really to write home about.
Yeah, the one big opportunity for the visitors, and Heiss came up big with a save after almost a giveaway. Keep this knotted up at 0.
So around the league this past week, on Thursday, the Nationals played Cedars FC out at Dearborn Fortson High School. Lost that 5-0. And then Detroit United beat FK Olympic 3-2. City United, they fell in their season opener to Shabab Alyemen on Friday 2-1. And last night, under the lights at the corner ballpark, Alianza FC fell 4-1 to Inter Detroit in the Detroit Classico, which kind of got me because I was thinking about, I don't know how you can call something classic when it's only the first year doing it. Is that how that works? I mean, can you still get away with calling it the Classico?
I guess you can, just because, you know, in the MLS, the first year of the LAFC, they played LA Galaxy and they instantly called it El Trafico.
Yes.
So, you know, if they can, then, you know, we can too.
Fair
Why
enough.
not? It was, you know what, for the environment they created last night, they can do a lot, and I'll be okay with it.
I see Aldays. It's going to stab with Wilson will knock us out for a corner, the second corner of the match tonight for Shabab Alyemen. Make sure you guys stick around here today. We've got 2 of these, not 1 but 2. 2 separate links, 2 separate streams. Aldays out wide to Sufyan, back to Aldays. Shot, and Heiss comes up, makes the save, and keeps from going out for a corner. Heads up play by Heiss. He's been solid so far this spring season for the Nationals. Throws a Joey Harrington pass right there.
Yeah, I don't think Heiss has been the reason that you know they've struggled to get some results here. Even in that 5-0 game against Cedars, you know, it's hard to really fault the goalkeeper there in for many of those goals.
Well, 2 were PKs.
Right, 2 penalty kicks there, which you really can't do much about, and you know, a couple good finishes from Cedars. So, you know, it hasn't been him. It's really just been on the attacking end, and you know, if you can't give your own team the lead or get into a game, it's going to be tough to get results when you just can't score.
No question about that. Is Hassan Saad now. Al-Shami. Shoulder-to-shoulder play, says the referee. Then a foul called. I believe that was free kick coming about 42 yards from goal. Ball played right into, what a great ball that was. And that just up and over the bar. But Mirsad Halip, oh my goodness, good effort from him. Great ball.
Wonderful control. It was a quick free kick. Wonderful control to take that down off the chest. Shocked Heisch didn't come out immediately, but he had the room to try to get it up and over top. Tough to do because Heisch has a lot of height, and he just puts it over the crossbar. But another good effort here.
Wilson plays into Bourdon. Heavy touch. Then goes off Cryer here on the near side for a throw-in for Shabab Alyemen.
It's got to be at least like the second or third opportunity there for Mirsad Halep, who early on has been active, involved in play and creating chances here for Shabab Alyemen.
All played, thrown there into Aldays. Stamkovic said his name a bunch this spring. This is his second start here of the spring season. Foul called here on the near side. Who's the referee crew tonight here, Steve?
Our referees for tonight are Justin Januelitz, Kira Van Bondebenken, Austin Mansour, and Mark Schultes.
Missed an eye in that one, didn't I? I did. Sorry.
It's okay.
It happens. Time to time you get it wrong, right?
It's all good.
Dude, I'm super excited, man. I was telling us that we're hitting the road here later this evening to head down to Myrtle Beach for a week. Super excited, Steve. You're probably not as excited as I am. Maybe you are. I don't know.
I am. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you because I know it's probably much deserved, much needed, and nice to get away, I'm sure.
No question. Be sitting and drinking. I don't know. A lot of water on the beach tomorrow.
Hydrate.
We'll swing this around here to Zabeth Wilson, his first start of the season for the Nationals. Stamkovic. That was Swartz and Hodgson. Nope, that was Bourdon. Oh, gonna be a giveaway possibly. Swartz and then Hodgson. Out comes Jada and Ahmed. And gets the save. Hodgson called his name back in game 1 against FK Olympic. Got the first goal in Nationals Pro-Am history. Back on the 20th of April against FK Olympic. That 1-0 win. Their first win in club history and in UPSL history.
Yeah, I think we saw out of some of the first early games from Nationals more of an inspiring attack than we've seen the last couple games. I'm not sure where that that creativity went because we saw early and often in a couple of those games where they only scored one goal. We said easily they could have had 3, 4, 5 goals with some of the chances they had. And yeah, some of the chances have still been here as of recent, but not finding the back of the net, and they got to turn that around to really start to progress and make their way up the table here.
Gamlouche gonna go with Hablip, and then Aldays, and offside, says the assistant referee. Any more comments coming in about how we're doing this and they're seeing our faces?
No.
Good.
Hopefully they.
That's good news. That's good.
Hopefully they got the message and
the memo
found
in the title
proper stream.
It's in the title.
Yeah.
As we mentioned at the start of this, Shabab Alyemen currently sitting in second place in the UPSL standings, Midwest East Conference. Currently have 9 points, 4 points behind Detroit United, who's playing here this evening as well. Offside's now called. against the Nationals. Nationals currently sitting in 8th place. They started the week off in 5th. 2 goals for, 7 against for a -5 goal differential, while Shabab has 8 goals for, 5 against for +3 as Schwartz will now drop this, and Cryer has some space. Backheels that to no one. They were able to recover as Toulouse will throw this in. Never mind.
You hear Coach Larson down there trying to instruct his guys to make some certain runs and try to extend, to open up some spaces. Too much standing going around right now for the
Don will run onto this and
for the home team, but just not enough off the ball movement, and we talk about it all the time. But if you don't, there's only one ball on the field. There's 22 players. So more times than not, you have to be doing the work off the ball, into space, creating space, and sometimes you're creating space for a ball that will never come. You're creating space for hopefully maybe space for another player on your team to make. So there's got to be more movement off the ball from Nationals. They've got to do a better job of committing to the off-the-ball work, because without it, they're not good enough right now on the ball. They're not beating guys 1v1 in several situations to create space in other ways. So to do that, you got to make the runs and create the space. And right now, there's just too much standing.
The movement there into Schwartz. That was Hodgson that just kind of sloppy play right now from both sides.
Yeah, I mean, Schwartz has, gets the ball at the top of the box there, right outside the box, and just passes it to the defender. I mean, gives his attacker no chance, just loses the ball in possession. And we've just seen that too much and too often here from Nationals, which really just, equates to the lack of goals and lack of opportunities.
Toulouse will take this free kick. It's not a bad ball. Out comes the goalkeeper, Hamad. That went out. It's almost as if, well, a foul was called instead. So the sloppiness continues here this Sunday afternoon. Soufiane will play this back to the center back. Masabu Jara. Oh, good through ball there. Rashad Halep, and offsides is called, and seems to be the theme in this one so far.
Yeah, you can see a lot of runs in behind, and just timing a little bit off. Some good steps from the back line as well to have some cohesiveness there, to step at the right time and make sure they draw the defender off. See if Shabab Alyemen can adjust and find some other ways to attack this Nationals back line. And for Nationals, they've got to be able to keep the ball. No real possession established here early on.
Gamlouche puts that ball to nobody and right into the hands of Heisch, who immediately throws it out to Carson Hodgson there on that right side. It's a good ball here into Cameron Cryer. And just gives it away. All that effort for nothing. Someone needs to wake up from their nap. You can hear the alarm down there. Down goes Stamkovic.
Yeah, just we talked about too many giveaways, too many just poor turnovers, and it's from people all over the pitch. Whether it's Stamkovic in here, Schwartz, Toulouse, Cryer, just too many.
Wilson almost gave that one up in
in the back.
Yeah,
it's just too many. Some one touches or playing the ball without looking, and even when they have looked, sometimes they've just passed it straight to the other team. So I've got to clean that up. got to be more precise, as we'll see a little grab and a foul there in the back on Nationals coming out. We just got more concentration, and I'm sure Coach Rick Larson is frustrated right now because it's not something that I'm sure he's drilled this into their heads. Something that they should be doing, should know, and they're just not performing the fundamentals right now, and that's going to cost you when you play at this type of level. You've got to have those things because the good teams are taking advantage of other tactics and other things because they already are completing those 5 and 10 yard passes that right now just Nationals aren't doing.
No question about that. 26th minute, 0-0 is the score. You're watching live soccer, UPSL soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Bask. My name's Jonathan Turner, bringing you all the action here this afternoon. As Hodgins will just make a meal of that one and just continue the sloppy play here this Sunday afternoon. And right now it's going to be a matter of which team makes the mistake that costs them, because the mistakes on both sides are aplenty. There's another ball. You can just see the frustration. I mean,
yeah, and there's.
Go ahead.
You're right though. Just too many balls being played with just guys not looking, not lifting their head. It's simple stuff, but you can see where it gets exploited at this level. That missed opportunity after opportunity starts to add up, and you can sense the frustration, like you were saying.
Well, we've been talking about executing, because the reality for the Nationals specifically, if we've seen all their games, their home games and their their one away game. But we've seen, that the missed opportunities as far as execution have been in the final third. And now, right now, to make simple passes, as Jada almost gives us away. But the execution now, just to make a simple pass, it seems to be hard for them to figure out. That header should have been a forward header. Instead, it went off to the side. And that's like a lack of focus.
Yeah, there's focus, concentration, and it's getting back to the basics.
Oh, that's a good ball. Gabri and Upiki and Toulouse will give it away, and now we got two players down there coming together. Referee says keep playing as that ball went backwards. And now we'll stop play. That was a slow-mo injury, if I've ever seen one before.
Yeah, it appeared almost that the national players had gotten fouled, and then as he had gone down, I think there was some contact maybe with the Shabab Alyemen player while he was on the ground, but didn't see it clearly. But yeah, John, there's just been a lot. We're gonna take another look here. Yeah, there was a tackle late from the Shabab Alyemen player on the national player, and then I believe the national player fell onto him, causing what to be some kind of discomfort from number 20, Hassan Saad.
I don't know if that, as I was looking at that, at the way that ball went backwards, I don't know if that was because of the collision or if when he was trying to clear it, he literally cleared it backwards.
Yeah,
it was a weird angle. I mean, to see where it was, because he was facing towards us,
right,
and then would have the contact, and then the ball went back towards Heish, almost like it was going off for a corner, possibly. A weird thing is, maybe we're doing a water break. Maybe I guess they're doing a water break. So sometimes that happens during these hot games like this. I'm going to give a shout out to our broadcast team here, the best in the business across the United States. Nobody does it better than the Prep. We've seen a lot of games now, Steve, and something that we talk a lot about is, especially from our perspective, is how a referee manages the game. and I don't think we've really talked about like the management, right, and how to manage players and things like that. So far, the center referee in this one, and without, the commentator's curse, it seems to me like game management he's does a pretty good job with.
Yeah, I think so far he's addressed all the common fouls that have happened. There may be one or two here or there that I'm sure both sides would say they'd like, but I think for the most part, all the key match incidents have been taken care of and cleaned up. We'll see as this game progresses, as you know, like any good men's match, the temperature tends to rise as the first goal happens, or really the first hard tackle, and we really haven't had that yet, but I assume we will at some point here, so we'll see how he responds.
Yeah, well, last night we had a chance to see, some real physical play. I think last night was probably, from all the games we've seen this season, we've seen some moments where we've seen a kind of a strong tackle or a reckless incident. Last night seemed to be kind of one of the more physical games we've covered. Just, I think, all around. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah,
on that.
I think it was a physical game in that Inter Detroit, that's just part of the style in which they play, and they're going to try to impose that no matter their opponent. And last night the victim happened to be Allianza, who didn't match the physicality.
What age group is this?
From a physical standpoint on the offensive end. Defensively, they were physical, but sometimes they were a little bit too aggressive and physical in the wrong moments, which cost them, in a potential red card situation, and then that free kick that led to a goal. So that and several other opportunities that Inter Detroit were able to have off that, as we see here. Look back at that foul. Just tries to get on the outside of Hodgson, and Hodgson clips him a little bit and picks up the foul.
On a funny note, this is actually men's amateur, the highest amateur level in the country. So when you say what age group is this, there's no higher amateur level. I know the Midwest Premier League is a newer league as well, and they're vying for that achievement or that level as well. But UPSL's been around, and they're the largest men's amateur, and now they've gotten the women's side as well. But I think the next step up would be USL 2. As this ball's over the top end for Bourdon, and out comes Ahmed and clears that out decisively.
It's good off his line for Ahmed there to come out and clear that up. I think the Nationals may have been in. I think Bourdon was in if the keeper's not quick as he was off his line there.
As Swords goes down, but a good tackle. Mersad Halep he was on. But Cryer defends that well. He might shield that. He might earn a goal kick. He does. Well played by Cryer defensively for the Nationals. Now here in the 34th minute in a 0-0 game. But there's not a higher amateur level. I know USL 2 is considered professional. No, I don't think that. Ooh.
Yeah, the center back Jota stepped just as the ball was played.
It was close.
If we'll see a shot of it, maybe we can see it. But I think it's the right call there. Jota just stepped. He had saw the run coming. He made sure he stepped, and right as the ball was being played, to catch the Nationals attacker on offside. Yeah, it was real tight there, as we see.
Well, for a corner now.
Thanks for that replay, guys. Appreciate it. Shout out to our production team, the prep. Best in the business.
So he smiles for that one, but not for mine. I see how it is.
I did it for
Alex earlier. He looked at me and frowned, and he smiles for you. Pulls out the pearly whites, man. My goodness. I guess because I didn't get. Here, I got a payday here. Want a payday? I mean,
give you a little eyebrow raise.
Oh, shot from distance. It's off Hodgson, and another corner kick.
Fourth of the game here for Shabab Alyemen, and Nationals conceding opportunities here again. And if they give too many of these up, at some point we've seen throughout this season that Shabab Alyemen has found ways to get goals. Corner taken quickly here.
All comes in, and that's Aldays trying to bring that down. Oh, that's a Swing and miss.
Yeah, poor touch there from Hassan Saad. Tried to play it with the outside of his foot. And
oh, if you could get a better touch on that one, a little more weight behind that ball, that might have been Hodgson's through. It's a good switch here to the near side to Jada. Gamlush. And Shabab Alyemen will continue to work this ball around. Trying to find that seam, looking there for Halep. Here Rick Larson, the head coach of the Nationals, giving some instructions to his defenders. See now the Nationals kind of settling back a little bit, letting the play come to them, setting up for that counterattack, Steve.
yeah, I mean, it's a product of the way Shabab Alyemen has shown throughout this game, at least, that they can keep possession, at least better right now than the Nationals have. And so the Nationals have to sit and respect it. You know, they've almost caught them here in a couple counters, a couple balls that almost got through. But if Nationals start to stretch the game and stretch their lines, we've seen time and time again this season, they're going to get exposed.
Oh, good ball there. Out comes the shot. Heish with a save. Al Gabri one-on-one with Xander Heish, the goalkeeper for the Nationals, and Heish up to the test and challenge.
Beautiful ball played through.
Another opportunity coming as a shot's low and another diving save by Heish. This one comes from Al Shami and out for a corner. Two good opportunities for Shabab Alyemen here in the 37th minute.
Can't speak enough about some of the creative play here in the last several minutes. Some good combination play, good slipped balls in, but Heish has come up huge to keep this game knotted up at 0.
Soufiane puts this one in, and Jada heads it back across as Heish comes out and able to pick this one up. But Heish been huge so far in this first half of the Nationals, keeping this game 0-0.
Giveaway there by Toulouse, just as the Nationals really needed to try to hold that ball, get out, at least try to, step the field, try to eliminate some of that space, and immediately Toulouse gets the ball, turns and spins and plays it out of bounds. Really story of the first half.
Now on that far side, Andrew Holly looking to get this up for the Nationals, and really no offense today for the Nationals. They've had, as this ball's played up into space there for Hodgson.
Got to be played down the corner. Give your guy a chance. You play it too close there. You play too much pace, and quickly it's the other team's throw in and a lost opportunity. And again, just more of the same here from Nationals.
Gordon tried to play it back to Stamkovic, and again, the passing right now for the Nationals is a real struggle. Got Soufiane here on the far side. A good ball in just past Cryer. Soufiane, that first touch will not do him any good as he now goes down to the end line. Lots of time and space, getting them way too much time and space as this ball will go out now for a corner.
Yeah, 7th corner of the first half here for Shabab Alyemen. Is a great work there from Soufiane on the outside. He turns Carson Hodgson around, gets down the end line, almost gets a ball across, but wins a corner.
So play this short. Al Gabri, across the mouth of the goal and through everybody.
Not sure how that one didn't get anybody didn't get a touch on that one. That one bounced through the 6. That can't happen, both offensively or defensively. I'm sure Shabab Alyemen would love to see, as we'll see here from the sideline look, a beautiful ball played in, right where you want to have it lie, just right in the middle of the 6, but nobody there to clean it up.
Now Stamkovic here on the near side. Can the Nationals find some offense here? Connect some, that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th pass. Just like we've been seeing from Shabab Alyemen, as this one's just given away. And now Halep, he's got Al Gabri, a good ball into him, inside the 18. He goes down, referee says no, he's still up. Shot, Bender, and a great save there by Heish, diving to his right. Coming up big again here for the Nationals.
Yeah, another great opportunity. potential foul situation. Referee said no, and that'll be offside.
Offside by a New York minute.
But another great save by Heish to keep this thing knotted up at zeros. As we take a look here, yeah, the player kept the ball there. Moore almost went down himself when he was trying to cut it back. I think it was right of the referee to let that one go. Attacker still gets the shot off and couldn't find the back of the net. But you know, Heish already with 5 big saves to start this game.
As you can hear, Rick Larson's out there giving Chase Paulus some kudos for that tackle on that far side. A little hold there on the Cam Cryer. Referee will bring that one back. Yes, on that far side, number 14 is not Bathy Boy, it's Chase Paulus. So you have as well?
I did.
Bourdon, Jada comes over and clears this out, and now for the first time in about 15 minutes or so, the Nationals will make their way down into the final third. And then put it back in the middle part of the field. This is one of those things where if you're a team that right now is, if you look at the weak points for the Nationals in this game, it is crisp passing, right? So, and even in simplistic situations, it's not been easy. So, I mean, I would like to think that for them, you know, trying to, from a passing standpoint, making good technical decisions is another good ball. This one into number 99, Al-Shami. Steve, I just feel like they're trying to do too much with these passing, and if they can just make the simple pass, like right here, make this simple pass, right? You got a good through ball now. Oh, there it is, and Schwartz, he's going to call, and that's actually a good non-advantage call. I don't think that there's an advantage there, but anyway, just keeping it simple as much as you possibly can. You know, trying to connect 3, 4, 5 passes right now will help kind of slow this game down a little bit, because once they get the ball away, it's right back on, you know, right back into defending, and that's where, you know, Shabab Alyemen has been all day. You know,
no, absolutely, and I think you know, for Nationals, like you said, I think it really boils down to just, you know, making smart decisions, and sometimes that means just play the simple ball.
Toulouse puts this one in. Out comes Ahmed. He goes to punch it and doesn't get all of it, but enough to get up the field a little bit. And now here come Shabab Alyemen. Again, they're in the all-white kits with the black and red trim, going left to right on your screen. Nationals in all blue kits. Going right to left is Al-Gabri will receive this in the near side. Out now for a throw-in for Shabab Alyemen as we're now in the 44th minute. We're going to have 2 minutes of stoppage time for the first time in all season when someone gives us the minutes that we're going to have for stoppage time. Steve, we feel special now. I mean,
it's great to be in the know.
I know, right? We're kind of like, well, how much is there going to be? We've had a couple games this season where we don't know where the stoppage time came from. And in one game, stoppage time was multiplied by 2.
Oh, that 60-minute first half we had.
I know.
One time. It may have been a second half. I don't remember, but
I know. I want to remind all of you that we have not one but 2 games this afternoon here on the Michigan Soccer Network as ball's passed to nowhere. Ball thrown immediately into Al-Gabri. Inside the 18, Cryer comes, and then Zabith comes over, but a foul was called.
And then the assistant must have had a hold on the attacker trying to get back around the defender. As her flag pops pretty quickly here, we'll see. I guess maybe on the first time around the round, she may have had a different angle or something we couldn't see, but foul called nonetheless.
Let's say that was a foul there. No, I might have saw as he's trying to get in position, and he's probably hands are just part of that process as attackers will and defenders looking to get their positioning. then cleared up. We're officially here into stoppage time. We said 2 minutes. So we were notified by the officiating crew. Stamkovic going backwards and puts us across there on that far side to Chase Paulus, who unable to collect it. And the story of this game has been turnovers for the Nationals.
Yeah, silly turnovers. Whether it's just turning and passing it out of bounds, passing it to the other team, not completing passes to their own teammates. And, I mean, those things are fixable too. I mean, it's, you know, these players didn't get to this level to, you know, for a reason to not be able to do those things. Sometimes they try to overcomplicate things, not get their head up and take a peek at where their teammates are instead of making blind passes. And they got to get back to those things.
Haplip looking there for Algebri, and then I don't know what that was.
It's got to frustrate the coaching staff. It just
Mohammed.
booted out at that point.
That's Aldays, and then finally the ball's moved up, and Swartz just gives it away.
You can tell the Nationals players right now are just hoping to get to halftime.
That's right. The ball over the top, and shot maybe coming and right into the hands of Heist. That was Hassan Saad. As we are in the second minute of stoppage time. I mean, the bright side of this right now is it's a 0-0 game. Heist has done his job, keeping this game 0-0. Ball played over here near side to Stamkovic. Can he bring it down? And that's going to go out for a goal kick, and that's going to wrap up this first half. A sloppy first half, to say the least. 0-0 is the bright side. Steve, any thoughts here before we head to the break?
Well, I think both sides will have plenty to talk about, plenty to work on and fix. I think if you're Shabab Alyemen, keep it up the attack, keep trying to do the things that you found successful. And for Nationals, you got to get back to the basics, because without that, nothing else can happen. You can't worry about tactics, trying to attack in different ways if you can't even complete passes. And so I'm sure Rick Larson will get into these guys and hopefully make a turnaround to get a better second half.
Well, there it is. It's a 0-0 game. You're watching UPSL Midwest East Soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We're going to step aside for some commercial. Be back here for the next 45 minutes on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Kickstart Toddler Soccer is a developmental program that helps turn timid toddlers into confident athletes. It starts here, where our youngest players are learning how to move and control their bodies. At these ages, mom and dad will work on the field with their little one. The curriculum focuses on balance, coordination, following directions, and parallel play. It's okay if it starts off with tears or some hesitation. They're just figuring out their new environment. As they progress through the program, our older age groups will start to learn the basic skills and fundamentals of the game, slowly gaining confidence with the ball at their feet. We are taking registrations right now. With 6 Metro Detroit locations, you can be sure to find one near you. Come join us next session and see what the fun is all about. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit. the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
I love the music.
We are back.
The music's got to be there. I just don't feel good when I enter back up into a broadcast. Welcome back here to Oak University. His UPSL matchup as the Nationals play host to Shabab Alyemen. It's a 0-0 game. I've plenty of opportunities for Shabab Alyemen in this one. Not that many for the Nationals. I would say they're lucky they got out of that unscathed in that first half, Steve.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to take from the first half. I think from the Nationals' point of view, got to lock things up defensively as far as just clearing balls out or getting balls out of our own back, because that's how you relieve pressure to get to attack on the other end. And for Shabab Alyemen, it's just more of the same. They haven't really conceded too much. Defensively, they've been fairly good. They've created opportunities. They've almost taken in some advantage of some mistakes by the Nationals' defense. Haven't found the back of the goal yet, but they've been sniffing all night. They've been in and around the goal, and I expect more of the same here in the second half.
No question about that. We got a lot of action coming up here on the other side of the break. 45 minutes to go here. The second half coming up. On the other side, you're watching live soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player. And I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Core bats for the past 3 or 4 years. When y'all came to me, took my advice, trying to figure out what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's really cool to be a part of. I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with a BB Core bat or as hard. Definitely the best BB Core bat I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Core bats. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Core bats. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so that interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decision.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports,
but keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Welcome back into Oakland University. Second half action will continue here in just a second. Steve, 0-0 is the score. And we said before, just before we went back to break last time, the Nationals lucky to come out of that one without getting scored on. A lot of opportunities for Shabab Alyemen. And, just, again, execution right now is something that the Nationals have to focus on. They have the pieces. They have the ability to move this ball around and connect. They just aren't right now executing, and that's what it's coming down to.
Let's check out some highlights here from the first half. Opportunity there, a big save from Heisch. Another opportunity here. Heisch gets a hand on it on a shot low and away out for a corner. We saw this one from the end line. A beautiful ball into nobody. Ball played in and just no attackers on the other end. Here was the penalty call, which ended up probably turning into an advantage. And another save from Heisch. Common trait to the first half.
Yeah. And then Jada was really not effective at all. He didn't have to do anything. Ahmed, the goalkeeper for Shabab, is when it rolls right into Heisch's arm. But yeah, just we look at, again, execution. Whether I'm talking to, somebody asked what the age group was earlier.
They were passing like 10-year-olds out there, if we're being honest.
A comment coming in here is, I don't see the UPSL game from Thursday on the YouTube channel. Is it going to be on there? It's there. I don't know if he's talking if you're talking specifically about the Nationals that took on Cedars, it is there. Just and if you want to go look at there's a playlist called the UPSL Spring Playlist. You can go there. You'll find it's probably at the very bottom of that playlist. I haven't gone through and organized the list yet this week. That's something I got to do. So what's up, Chad?
Hi.
Dude, we're greatest day of my life, man.
It's a barn burner right now. Thanks for coming.
Well,
stick around. The miracles.
It just got better now that you're here, so we're here for the fun.
That we are. Second half action coming up here. On the other side of this one, we'll be back.
Hey, moms and dads, are you looking for a program to keep your toddler active this winter? Kickstart Toddler Soccer is the perfect cure for the winter blues. And now you can find us at the amazing Legacy 925 Center, located in the heart of Oxford, Michigan. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Well, the skies are going to open up here pretty quickly. Oak University is. It is a very strange afternoon. It was not supposed to storm, and then all of a sudden, storm started to kind of roll through. I don't think rolling through is the right thing to say, Steve, because they're kind of just slowly pushing their way. It's a very slow band of storm, but it looks like it's
almost as if the clouds are just kayaking through.
Yeah,
very slow.
Something that Steve did here earlier this morning, but slowly moving through. But it looks like some of that stuff will stay to the south of us, which is good news.
Yeah, hopefully for the referees and players' sake.
Oh, look at that beautiful! Look at that rain falling down. As we're about to get things back underway here in the second half. 0-0 is your score. Nationals hosting Shabab Alyemen. And we have a nightcap here, doubleheader this afternoon. We've got a 7:30 first UWS 1 game in Nationals history coming up here at 7:30 tonight. So stick around for that. We've got some post-game live music coming here as well. We'll talk about that here more towards the end of this one. As we are back underway now, second half action from Oak University. The Nationals going left to right on your screen in the all-blue kits. Shabab Alyemen in the all-white with black and red trim. This ball given away, and Sufyan, and he gives it away. That's a hard shoulder on that far side. You know, Days gives it away. Seems like they find a new word for giving it away. New way to say that, huh? Turnover.
Stop giving it away. I don't know what to say it.
It might be a good ball at the top. This is Swartz.
Job from Ahmed there off his line. Again, second time tonight. He's been real quick off his line to clear those efforts in and over the top by Nationals.
Al-Shami in for Al-Gabri, and Heish comes out and makes the save. Probably his 90th of the day.
Yeah, he's got at least 6 that were from off direct shots, but he's been good off his line, collecting balls in as well. Both goalkeepers tonight actually have done a really good job keeping their teams in it, and Heish obviously been tested a little bit more, but Ahmed's done well as tonight.
Was now Bourdon. He's get behind inside the 18. Jada's there, and then lays his back for Cryer, and then goes out of play. As the rain starts to fall. Oh, my goodness gracious. The suckers have arrived. I'm still not sure how Chad eats his suckers. He just literally just 2 bites.
So that's an 80 count, and Chad might have it finished before the second game starts. He's laughing, but he's not denying it.
Stankovic now.
Also proud of these Pop-Tarts.
You got Pop-Tarts. Wow. Bring out the toaster.
Let's not get greedy, boys.
Oh, he wanted not a warm Pop-Tart. It's wants those cold ones.
Yeah, the cold ones.
I don't know, man. I just I'm not quite sold on the cold Pop-Tart, but nonetheless, to each their own.
Appears we had a substitution at halftime in for
number 6.
Number 6, that's Abdulwahab Shagera. Must have checked in here on the back line for Shabab Alyemen.
Looks like playing left back. Plays just on the near side to Gamlush. Nice cool breeze. Gamlush was looking for Algerby, and so Wilson was trying to shield that to Heish, and almost for the second time tonight, giving a one-on-one opportunity to Shabab Alyemen.
It's, Nationals are, like we say, playing with fire tonight, especially in their back line. Just been too many chances tonight that they've just given.
I am wonderful
to Shabab Alyemen out of nothing when they haven't had to really create.
Well, it's played into Hodgson, and wow, Shagera takes down. That's a sloppy. It's just up on the field. He's asking why.
Yeah, it's a smart play there from Hodgson to get position to establish his space there, and taking the contact and win the Nationals a free kick here.
Just going to try and spell that real quick, but there's no way. That's a quick shot by Schwartz right to the goalkeeper.
Abdulwahab Shagera.
Abdulwahab?
Yeah.
There you go.
Abdulwahab.
Special weather statement now for Rochester Hills. Wonder what that says.
Storming.
Will impact portions of southeast Oakland County. Gusty winds of 45 miles an hour coming our way. So stay tuned for that.
Can't wait.
But I think it's still going to be to the south because most of that stayed to the south. So that's all Rochester Hills there. So maybe we'll be lucky. Knock on this plastic / wood table. Oh, this is the one. Here goes Hodgson now down by the end line. Can he make something happen here in the second half? Shot left-footed. That's a good shot and saved by Ahmed. It's the best opportunity of the afternoon for the Nationals. Maybe they'll build some momentum.
Yeah, as we see here, Hodgson comes in, tries to go near side, doesn't force too much of a difficult save there from Ahmed, but good chance there for Nationals to finally get a real good shot on frame. Really, probably their first real good shot on frame all night. Ahmed's had to come out on some crosses, intercept some long balls in, but that's a real first shot he's had to face tonight.
All played into Schwartz. That's actually one of the better passes we've seen. They're connecting some passes, and that they are.
Maybe we can ask our referee assessor down over here, but are you just as confused as I am as why they're playing with thunder going on in the background?
I'm not going to address that because that,
okay.
That's outside of our pay grade.
Agreed. Agreed.
Hodgson now down the near side up to the end line. It goes out. Good effort from him. He's dangerous here now on this right side.
Yeah, Hodgson's been a little bit more direct here, starting here in the second half, really trying to go at the defenders, attacking here from this right side, working that end line. He's got in twice now. They're just a little too strong of a touch there. It goes over the end line, but it was some good penetration work there, dribbling from the outside from Hodgson to really drive at their back line and create some opportunities here for Nationals.
And no question is now here come Shabab Alyemen. They've had no problem today possessing the ball, being very creative in that final third. Find those lanes and channels and seams. Find it right there. I believe that was Crier, who watched that one go out, as Shagira is right there. But Heiss will play it right away. Far side there. There's some good thunder. Chase Paulus now will touch this here on the near side. That's to Bourdon. Toulouse. Just unable to collect that one on the far side for Crier, and throw-in coming for Shabab Alyemen. But to answer your question, I don't know.
You just be glad I'm not officiating tonight.
Steve would be in the bathroom hiding.
No, I'm not scared of it, but at the same time, I just don't understand.
Whoa! I'm scared.
I just don't understand how it's not a risk, but that's not one I have to worry about tonight.
No, it's not. It's our cameraman. Chris Mudd just got taken.
He should have been worried about that one down there.
Yeah. Chris Mudd is fantastic photographer for the Nationals. He's taking some great shots, not only of the team, but also of us. So
appreciate the work down there, Chris.
Hey, Chad, which way to the gym? Is it that
that way, or is it that way?
I saw all days gets tied up there.
G-Brand, our sponsor, will have new apparel.
Oh, G-Brand.
Soon. Shirts bigger for me.
Nice, G-Brand, the official sponsor of the prep. I'll be wearing their hat in the second game. You're welcome. Trying to show love to both today. Bourdon. That it was, as the Thunder continues to roll through. This will probably be used in any type of court situation in the event of anything happening. All kidding aside. Stankovic.
We're going to go. Woo! That was a lightning strike.
Oh, Stankovic looking for a ball there into Bourdon, and Jota will try to let that go out, and it does.
Good work there from Jota to see that out defensively there. Recognize, hey, just you know, put a body on him, see it out, win yourself a goal kick.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. No, but good. Good. I got my payday. I'm happy. You should have like a Steve cam.
I don't know if you want that.
Should we do like a lightning cam? Is like a lightning cam available?
Also probably don't need that.
So be cleared out by Wilson.
Might go off our corner if he's not careful here.
Well, he keeps it in and then kicks it. That's a well-played ball. I mean, hey, that was going to go out for a possible corner. Instead, he earns a throw-in for the Nationals. Not a bad play. That's a lot of suckers. My goodness.
Take him to my next high school game.
Hey, the one thing we like to do here is have fun. Don't forget, while you're watching, whatever channel you're watching on, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell. That way you're notified every time we go live. We all go live a lot. A lot. This is like our 30th game of the month. Only 15 days in. Chase Paulus will bring this down. It's a good ball into Stankovic. Got Bourdon, and then switches that to Crier. Now the ball intended for Bourdon, as out comes Ahmed. Miscommunication, as that's a good Thunder. My grandmother would say the Angels are bowling right now. My grandmother's name was Valerie. My grandmother died back in 2012. Just 4 months shy of my daughter Zoe's birth. Never a chance to meet her. Miss my grandmother. Her birthday's actually this month too, which is cool. How's Aldays receives this. There are a lot of grandmas listening, that's right. And watching.
If you're out there and you're a grandma, why don't you write in?
That's right. We have had grandmothers on this network quite a bit.
We won't share your name, though.
We will not share your name. No. Well, I mean, we had a grandmother reach out through comments and said, "Please don't share my name." And I won't share your name, but it's literally right there on the screen, so I don't know if I can. We're gonna have sub here.
Nasser Sawale checking in for Shabab Alyemen. Looks like he'll be replacing number 99.
That would be
New Al Shami.
Al Shami will come off. Nil-nil is a score. We're currently in the 59th minute. Second half is a little different as the Nationals controlling play for most of the start of this second half. Have had a couple of opportunities here. Obviously not scored any goals, but it's been a different tone to the second half. Still flat for both teams. Not a lot of energy out there.
Less giveaways and
as
turnovers.
Hodgins now gets this. Oh, he goes down, and referee says no foul.
Better job from the Nationals cutting down on some of their turnovers. They've found a little bit more success on the offensive end because of it.
Well, Holly will knock this back to Heisch, and it's a low one touch. Went to Toulouse, and
both offsides there.
But with Swartz off, and they're saying yes.
Smart play there from the back line of Shabab Alyemen. It's something that goes unnoticed, but the back line had a little bit of communication there. They saw the ball was going to be prepped to being played in. They all stepped up, and both guys were 2 to 4 yards offsides. Easy call for the assistant.
Algary looking there for Mohamed Gamlouche and went to Heisch. I want to say thank you for watching us here this Sunday afternoon. We're at Oakland University. Beautiful campus. Upper fields. Got turf fields behind us, and this main one here where the Nationals will play most of their home games this season. I want to give a special shout out to my wife. We're celebrating our 14th wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Happy anniversary, John.
Well, thank you, man. So ball played up to Swartz. That's a really good ball. Well weighted. That's Soufiane there to defend to Bourdon. Unable to bring that one in as it drops to Toulouse. Will take a shot deflection. And then Ahmed. It's an easy one for him. But better build-up here from the Nationals in the second half, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. And
well, that might be a mistake, but
it's amazing what you can do when you
look at the hustle right there. That is,
it's good work there from Andrew Holly, just tracking that down and not go out for a throw in there. But getting back to that point, just when you cut down on those easy turnovers, turnovers are going to happen, part of the game. But if you can limit how many ones you just give the other team, you're likely to get more chances on attack because you're not turning that ball over. And we've seen that from the Nationals here in the second half. We said we expected Coach Rick Larson probably had some choice words for the boys to say, hey, listen, we've got to cut back on some of these easy turnovers. We're not going to have success. As we see, looks like Ali Gamlouche checking in here for Shabab Alyemen. He is going to replace number 8, Oais Aldays.
So you got number 21 will hop in. Ali Gamlouche.
I assume brother of Mohamed Gamlouche. We got a rainbow in the picture now.
Yeah, we do. Ball play near post for Med. Shout out to my cousin on the pitch, Hugh Janis. Is there a Hugh Janis on the pitch?
Careful. Careful.
Oh, boy.
Careful.
I just saw that. I just read.
Gotta read them, John. That's twice this year. That's twice. First game of the year, someone got him. It's good work, people.
Oh, that's a dangerous tackle. That's going to be a yellow card for sure. That it is. First booking of the afternoon. Ha ha. We appreciate you. You got me, Gaming King. You got me.
Yeah, as we
will not happen again. In this game, maybe another one.
See Nasser coming in on the nasty slide tackle on Toulouse, picking up the yellow card. It's a tough tackle there, but the referee right on top of it.
Shawali got that?
Yeah, Shawali picked up the yellow card.
Free kick inside the box and headed out by Jada and brought down by Algebri. And now Nationals throwing here on the near side, but shout out to my cuz on the pitch. I appreciate that. Another foul. This time it's number 3, Bashir Muhammad. As the intensity and energy of this match starts to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, especially here.
Probably
with
the added electricity from the sky.
Yeah, I mean, it was a simple foul. I think, he definitely clipped him. It was definitely a foul. I think, both players may have made a little bit more of it than necessary. But, as this game stays knotted up at zeros and as it goes on, both teams are really trying hard to find those extra 2 points.
Swartz, and that's going to go everybody, and out for a goal kick. Wow, I really got. That was a good one, man. Gaming King. I'm kind of surprised, man. That one. I'm looking for him on the roster. I'm going, who is this? And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, okay, but hey, I'll say it one more time. Hugh Janus is. Oh boy. So my producers looking at me going, what are you doing? I didn't write it.
Alex, help me, bro.
Maybe we need to stop. Maybe we need to stop doing comments.
I missed it. Oh no, we'll get you in between games.
Yeah.
We'll get you in between games.
Can't believe you fell for that. Well, son of a mother.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, look at this. There we go. And now Bourdon receives this inside the 18. He'll clear it out for a corner kick. Good effort here from the Nationals on this near side. But in all fairness, the names that we have to kind of deal with on any given day, I mean, I think it's fair to say that it's possible I could misread that. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, of course.
The ball's right down and comes right back to Swartz. Ball across the goal mouth and right into the hands of Ahmed. I believe that was Hodgson's got it. Actually, it's Chase Paulus that got a head on that.
That was a good header from Paulus.
No, it was Hodgson's.
Or was it Hodgson?
Yeah.
Maybe if he gets it down on the ground, it's a better chance to beat the goalkeeper. But good ball in, clipped across. And the Nationals, they're gonna get a foul here. He's gonna come back, no advantage. He's gonna come back and get the foul as
Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson looks like he was fouled there.
I think we'll have another water break here in the next couple of minutes. Mentioned that they'll do one here right around halfway of this second half. They did it in the first half.
As we see there, the foul. Tucker really didn't mean to create much contact, but he did clip him. Caught Wilson just a little bit there, and he's still down struggling. I'm not sure if it's a cramp or if it was from that foul there. It looks like he's going to make his way to the sideline, actually.
If you are watching us here this Sunday afternoon, we have simultaneously, as we're covering this game on the same YouTube channel, we have a behind-the-scenes look at me and Steve and what's going on right now in the press box. So if you want to get a part of that action, just, click out of this one, go to that one, come back. And see both. Or just watch this one, whatever strikes your fancy. Either way, something different we're trying tonight. Why not, right? I mean,
absolutely. Appears Nationals are going to play a man short until Wilson can get back on the field. They're not going to make a substitution here.
Toulouse's all over Nasser Shawali.
And as I say that, Espinoza looks to be checking in for Nationals.
It's Algebri now down to the end line, across the box, and that's knocked out for a corner kick. Mohamed Aldani, let's take a second to appreciate the camera quality for a sec. Well, I agree. The camera quality is superior. We appreciate the compliments. A great big shout out to our camera operators today and our broadcast team here at the Prep. Second to none, best in the business.
Eighth corner of the day here for Shabab Alyemen. Hoping they can finally crack open the score here and find a way onto the score sheet.
All comes in, and it's a header just out wide, and Nasser got a head, and I believe that might have been Halep.
Yeah, he's got to be disappointed there, getting a free header less than 6 yards outside the box. Got to put that one on frame. As you saw, he was a little frustrated with himself there, as he knows he should have put that header at least on frame, force Heisch to have to make a save, and we remain scoreless.
And obviously, shout out to the commentators, 100%. Well, hey, we appreciate that too. You know,
from our behind the scenes, Albara El Sufi. This is the behind the scenes stream. You can find the game on one of the other streams on the Michigan Soccer Network. So just click back to the YouTube channel and you can find the Nationals versus Shabab Alyemen on one of our other streams.
Espinosa is now stepping in. I believe Andrew Schwartz is now playing center back in place of Wilson. Now Agribi. Toulouse hold on to Agribi and wins the ball out for a throw-in. Still a 0-0 game here in the 70th minute.
Gabri's been he's been a force here up at the left side for Shabab. They've gotten him the ball in a couple situations. Haven't really had anyone to link up play with, but he's been a force up this left-hand side, creating opportunities.
Now Shagira. Gamlouche. Now here comes the counterattack for the Nationals. This ball's played to Bourdon. Now all the way back to Ahmed. Look to build here out of the back. Been really quiet so far in the second half. Shabab Alyemen, a completely different look for them as they were very dominant in that, especially that last 20 or so of that first half with many opportunities. Heisch having to come up big, not once, but at least 5 times in that first half. They're really quiet here so far in this second.
Yeah, and they've had to do a little bit more defending as the Nationals have been a little bit more on the front foot. So, you know, their game has been altered a little bit.
That was a really beautiful tackle by Espinosa. And counterattack coming here for the Nationals.
Given away, again, similar to many balls in the first half that, you know, when an opportunity to counter, when an opportunity to break has come for the Nationals, it's been one poor ball that you know, just absolutely ruining any chance for the Nationals to get that attack. As we see another look at that tackle from Espinosa, perfectly timed, comes in, wins the ball. You see some frustration growing out there on the pitch for Shabab Alyemen between, looks like Al Gabri and Gamlouche having some words on the front, trying to figure out that communication and what each other is looking for when that ball gets played.
As Espinosa almost gets this one and then clear it out. The good news is after this whole thing moves off in the distance, it's nothing after that for quite a while. So that's the bright side to this, I guess. the bright side of the dark side. Up there in the distance.
Dark Side of the Moon. Wasn't that a Pink Floyd album? Yeah.
Gear was looking to play that up over the top. Now Algebrey tries to bring this down, and he comes back up, recovers well, and keeps fighting strong as he gets a shot near post and misses. But good individual effort from him.
Algebrey, fighting through the contact. Maybe a foul, maybe not, but he fights through, as we'll see here. 2 defenders, gets pulled back, fights through, wins the ball again, then gets a shot off. Obviously, he would have liked to have done better on the finish, but a great individual effort to work to create that opportunity. Good job by him, and like we said, in the last maybe 10-15 minutes, he's definitely created some chances up this left side for Shabab Alyemen.
As Heiss will take this goal kick for the Nationals. Stankovic. Been consistent tonight. He's been everywhere. Oh, it's a good win by Shigera. I mean, it was a promising attack possibly here for the Nationals.
Yeah, Hudson was in behind down this right flank, but Shigera did a great job to get a foot on it. He's been good since coming in here for Shabab Alyemen, coming in back here on the left side in the defense.
Espinosa will receive this, and again, the ball movement and combination play for the Nationals in the second half has been much better. Still had some turnovers, but nothing like the first half, so they settled themselves down here quite a bit. Just as I say that, they give it away, but they get it back. So
looks like we're going to see number 8 Zambelli checking in, Angelo Zambelli checking in for the Nationals here, try to change things up, change pace up for their attack.
So a good idea, but that ball was way to the left of Cryer. So now we're going to have a substitution. Zambelli.
We've seen Zambelli in a couple other games. He brings a good attacking style play, can be very dangerous in the attacking third. And
it starts to rain suckers in the breast box.
I was curious what I was getting hit with. Apparently a watermelon
Hail.
below pop.
Hail is coming in.
Oh, sorry, a melon. But, Zambelli here going to come in for the last 15, and hopefully he can bring some fresh legs and bring some good attacking play and try to break this deadlock.
75th minute, 0-0 score. Story of the season so far for the Nationals overall has been their lack of scoring. Only have 2 goals so far in this season. It's a league worst. As Shigera now collect this here down by the end line on this near side. Looking to cross, he does, and right into the hands of Xander Heiss.
Yeah, they haven't scored goals. I think, Coach Larson will have to be happy with, how overall defensively they've done today. There were definitely some giveaways and some opportunities given away, but they've maintained a clean sheet so far. So, after a game where you concede 5, you love to come back and throw a 0 on the board. But that's only good if you're going to get one on the other end as well.
No question about that. And we talked about it, too. It's like defensively, that I think that they've done a pretty good job this season. Was Ali Gamlu's playing that long. But they've done a pretty good job defensively this season. Obviously, they had 5 goals go against them. 2 of them PKs. And to be fair, one of the best players in the league, and Ahmed Hamad, we saw on Thursday, really a force to be reckoned with. A phenomenal, one of the best players in this league. I'd put him up against any player speed-wise. Zambelli finds Espinosa, top of the box, taken down. Referee says nothing doing there. Contact was there, but not enough, says the referee. But, yeah, I mean, I was talking with Coach Larson about this. As this ball goes in Gamlush, and Heiss comes out, and then Swartz heads it out of danger. But we were talking about, who the best players are in this league, and I put David Tatab there along with Ahmed Hamad from Cedars FC. And that's a great ball, and Algerby Oh, great save again by Heiss, coming up big once again to keep a clean sheet so far in a 0-0 game.
Yeah, El Gabri here, we'll see, gets a lovely ball in right onto his left foot, tries to toe poke it, doesn't really pick the corner out well, but Heiss does a great job, comes out, cuts the angle, makes himself bigger and makes a save, keeps this game at 0-0. It's been the story of the game. As we see,
goodness gracious, my God. I mean, we've watched him with point-blank shots all afternoon and coming up big every time. I mean,
it's one thing you can say about the way that Heiss plays back there is he's quick off his line. He comes out and he makes himself big. And when you do that as a goalkeeper, you force the attackers to have to make quick decisions. And sometimes that, you see, I'm sure El Gabri would have loved to place it in the corner.
Toulouse looking here for Bourdon. He finds him. Bourdon can't get past the defender. Mohammed is Bashir Mohammed. Mohammed Gamlouche. Ball into Ali Gamlouche. Say all over the backside there of Chase Paulus. And a quick restart is now Hodgins now comes up with the ball. Over the top, it's a good ball into Zambelli. Out comes Ahmed. Zambelli gives a thumbs up to Hodgson for that ball.
I wish the viewers at home could really have seen that run from Zambelli from the start. He does a really good job of looking back, recognizing the run, understanding when to go horizontal and then when to go vertical to make that run to ensure that he's onside. Good awareness there from Zambelli, something that the Nationals need more of. And that's a cue that other players really have to take.
A good ball. And then out comes Heiss again. It was intended for Algebri.
He'll be offsides.
Offsides, yeah.
But Zambelli did a wonderful job on that ball in of just understanding and recognizing when to turn upfield, to run across that back line for as long as he needed to ensure that he was on. And that's just good recognition, and that's the type of a game changer type player that Zambelli is. And with the Coach Larson bringing him on here for the last 15, he's been creating some opportunities, and for their sake, hopefully that he can find the most important one, which will be one to put the one ball in the back of the net. Another giveaway, though, here in the midfield.
Ali Gamlouche, a little back heel. A good defensive play by Swartz to stop that promising attack from Shabab Alyemen. And Bourdon was I'll go straight up in the air. 80th minute, 10 to go in this one, 0-0 game. You're watching live soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Besk. My name's Jonathan Turner, bringing you all the action here this evening. Sunday soccer.
Yeah, beautiful day for soccer, despite some of the dark clouds in the background. Seem to be avoiding the pitch. We haven't only got a few sprinkles here, so so far so good. And we've got our first UWS Women's Nationals game.
I'm excited for that,
next.
man. UWS 1, it's our first ever time calling UWS 1 on the network. We've called UWS 2, so super excited for that Nationals women's soccer debut. And, so it's exciting time here as they play Cap City here at 7:30 p.m. on the network. So
yeah, it looks like we've got a lot of the youth girls teams within the Nationals showing up here in droves. There's a bunch of the girls here in uniforms out to support the UWS Nationals women's team.
Chase Paula steps off, and
that'll be an exciting atmosphere for the nightcap tonight, John.
Caitlin Flowers will now step in for the Nationals.
There's Espinoza.
Just lost his footing there.
The referee. Yeah. I guess he's gonna say that he got fouled. It appeared that Espinoza just kind of made a bad pass, is off balance, but maybe he was just clipped a little bit there.
There's Hodgson's here looking for Bourdon. Collects it here down near the end line on the near side. Ball comes inside for Espinoza. And that's blocked off of Jada and goes out for a corner. Nationals looking to get a goal here in the 82nd minute. Goal would be huge for them. Big confidence boost for them after that 5-0 loss back on Thursday. Again, playing against a team that hasn't lost yet this season in Shabab Alyemen. Ball comes across as Ahmed, and Espinosa tries to collect it. A little volley, and still bouncing around and still inside, and which is now be cleared out by Bashir Muhammad and out of danger.
Yeah, the Nationals right here, not much time left here in the last 10, trying to find a way to sneak those 3 points.
Oh, look at this, played in, and that was Toluso. She's unable to collect that as it fell right at his feet inside the 18.
I think it was a little unexpected that the ball got to him. Didn't have his body set to be ready to play that.
As Kaylin Flowers comes in to defend for the first time in this one. As Shabab Alyemen is just sitting back more in this second half. Again, allowing the Nationals to come to them as Zambelli made a run and Hodgson didn't read that right.
Well, to be fair, too, Shabab Alyemen does not have a deep bench today.
Nope.
I think they only have four active substitutes, maybe 5 that they've been rolling with. So I can sense some heavy, tired legs out there, especially the way they started that first half, where they were kind of on the front foot, a lot of runs in, a lot of movement, unable to find the goal, and so now they have to kind of sit in a little bit, pick their moments, because you do see some tired legs out there, and they don't have the ability for it tonight to make as many changes as they'd like. So they have to try to find a way to get out of this game and get some points, and whether that's 1 or 3.
That's right, Shagira played that to Shawali, and now Algebri. Holly will play this to Flowers. Oh, looks like it might stay on. It does. It's Gamlush. Now to Shagira on this near side. Gets inside the 18. Flowers comes in, and that's actually going to go out, I think, for a goal. Nope, it's going to go out for a corner.
9th corner of the night for Shabab Alyemen. They're going to look to play quick here.
And they do. Ali Gamlush receives this, and immediately played. And then backside, that almost went all the way through to Algebri, and
it's a good ball in, whipped in from Hassan's side. Put it right where you need to, just outside the 6, right in that in-between zone where the goalkeeper doesn't know to come or to stay back, unsure should he go out to get it. But couldn't find the end of it. No one was there to finish for Shabab Alyemen.
It's crazy how it can go from 88 to like 65 in like 20 minutes. But I'm glad I wore my vest. Ali Gamlush receives this for Shabab Alyemen on this near side. Hodgson just follows him all the way as a foul is now called. More of a trifling foul nonetheless, but overall this game has been managed very well by the center referee.
Yeah, I really haven't had too many really heated moments or disputable fouls that either team have gotten all up in arms about. He's called most of the things within the midfield. He handled the players well, and hopefully he can get out of here unscathed from the referee point of view.
Oh, ball comes in just over the bar.
Lovely floated ball in. Not sure who it was that got on the end of it there, but as we'll see here, lovely ball floated in. Gets ahead to it and just can't put it into the upper corner. If he puts that on the ground, for sure beats Heisch, as Heisch was caught with his feet moving, but we remain scoreless.
I believe that was Ali Gamlush. Hear that wind kind of swirling around us now. Ball is intended there for Bourdon.
We're here in the 87th minute. Not much time left. Both teams, opportunities are running out at this point.
That they are. Don't know how much stoppage time we're going to see either. We're going to probably only see a few minutes.
I imagine 1, maybe 2.
Haven't really called Haslip's name at all really in the second half. Just touched it there on the far side. Is Shagira here on the near side. Played inside for Shuwali. Now Flowers wins it, and he gets taken down. That might be a yellow card. Well, I understand why he didn't, and I also understand why he could. I think it's one of those ones where stopping a promising attack, but it wasn't really a reckless tackle.
Well,
but
it was Nasser. Nasser's already on a yellow card here, so I think the referee, didn't feel that the foul was enough to warrant the second yellow and a send-off there. And I agree. So the tackle, his foot was down, the cleats were not exposed. Yes, it was a foul. It got him from the side, but I think that's just a simple foul and move on. Not to say that you couldn't give one there, considering like what your point was, that a promising attack was potentially building. But I think that maybe the referee recognized that Nasser was already on one, and just to call the foul and move on.
As Ali Gomluch gets down by the end line, across, broken up by Andrew Howley. We're officially in the 89th minute here now. That's a possibly dangerous tackle. We'll see number 70 coming in for. Do we have 70 on our roster?
Of course we don't.
Oh, fantastic. Guess we don't have any. Yes, it's Al-Hassan.
Al-Hassan Nasser.
Yes. Al-Hassan Nasser will step in now for Shabab Alyemen. Will take off Haslip. Some fresh legs here. Just a few minutes to go. Coming up at the end of this, we're going to have a special musical guest.
Please, we got. Looks like we have 2 minutes of stoppage indicated here from the fourth official.
How much we have? 2 minutes?
2 minutes indicated.
2 minutes. 2 minutes indicated. His foul is called here just 50 yards from goal. 48-49.
As we see there.
I see these nice negative balls.
Foul from Shagera right through the middle of the park.
Oh, Toulouse, good turn. Plays this to Hodgson. Oh, looking to go in there to Zambelli. Zambelli comes in. He may get a touch on it. He almost does. Ahmed comes up with the save. It's a good little lightning in the background there. It's fantastic. So pretty. Just off in the distance. Ball looking there for Hodgson from Zambelli right into the arms of Ahmed. I thought Hassel was coming off. I guess he didn't come off. Instead, it was all days.
Pulling over the
top.
top.
Over the top. That's for Ali Gomluch. She's offside. Yeah. So live music. So what's going to happen is we're going to take a break at the end of this end of the game, and we'll come back talk with our player of the game, who will announce. It's pretty obvious who that's going to be for the Nationals. But we're going to have live music from Mr. Gumberculis. Yes. Live music from Mr. Gumberculis. And he'll be here playing here during our intermission between games. So stick around for that. Make sure you like Gumbly and Hercules.
That's right. Combine. That's right.
Yep. Gumbercules.
You'll see when you see the sounds, they're flexible.
The sounds are flexible and smooth and powerful. And a free kick coming here. Carson Hodgson stands over this one. A shot coming. It's up and over. The last opportunity here for the afternoon for the Nationals. Take it on the board. Shabab Alyemen will take the goal kick here. The goalkeeper, Ahmed. I'm going to say it right now. The player of the game for the Nationals is Xander Heisch.
That was a dangerous kick.
I don't know if anyone wants to disagree with me on that.
No, I mean, unless we get a little bit of magic here at the end to find a late winner, Xander Heisch was just been the player of the game for the Nationals. Just absolutely stood on his head tonight. He's got multiple saves tonight that just stepped up huge for the Nationals from a defensive side after a game where you concede 5 goals. You know, the best thing that you want to do is come out and have a clean sheet, and that's what Heisch has done tonight. He stood on his head when he's needed to, made some big saves, and kept this game knotted up at 0-0. And it's nothing to take away also from the goalkeeper on the other side as well. Ahmed's been very good as well.
That it has, and that's where this game will finish 0-0. So no goals for either side. They'll end in a draw. As Ted Lasso says, can't believe football ends in a draw, but it does here in the United States. So we'll step aside here. We'll come back. We'll talk stats and look at some final highlights and talk with our player of the game. You've been watching live soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We'll be right back.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Kickstart Toddler Soccer is a developmental program that helps turn timid toddlers into confident athletes. It starts here, where our youngest players are learning how to move and control their bodies. At these ages, mom and dad will work on the field with their little one. The curriculum focuses on balance, coordination, following directions, and parallel play. It's okay if it starts off with tears or some hesitation. They're just figuring out their new environment. As they progress through the program, our older age groups will start to learn the basic skills and fundamentals of the game, slowly gaining confidence with the ball at their feet. We are taking registrations right now. With 6 Metro Detroit locations, you can be sure to find one near you. Come join us next session and see what the fun is all about. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
Welcome back into Oak University. The Nationals playing host to Shabab Alyemen ends in a draw, 0-0. The man of the match right now, Xander Heisch, will be joining us here momentarily. Steve, what a phenomenal game he had. I mean, just the amount of saves. How many saves do you have in total today?
Yeah, I mean, he had five saves off balls that were shot on target, but also multiple times came off his line. Disrupted opportunities that Shabab Alyemen tried to create tonight, and he was quick off his line, but came up big in 2 or 3 opportunities where it really had to shut down some opportunities at the top of the box, come up big and keep the Nationals, keep the shutout going tonight, and keep Shabab Alyemen off the board. And we welcome in player of the game, Xander Heisch.
Hi.
Xander, congratulations. A great game tonight. Obviously, from you guys, you wanted to get on the scoreboard from the offensive end. But after a game where you concede 5 goals, it's good to come out and get the shutout. What was the message tonight from you into your back line, how you wanted to address tonight?
Just dealing with their speedy guys up top, trying to not let them play their little flicks that they like to do at the top of the 18 when we get in those situations, to stick a hard clearance and don't foul.
Yeah, early in the game, they brought attacks from all sides, and you guys were up to the task. A couple of giveaways from your back line forced you to have to come up with some big saves. We noticed quite often tonight, you were very quick off your line to come off in big saves, and talk about how that coming off your line quickly like that can really affect the attackers.
It just forces them to make a decision earlier than they want to. And if the quicker that I can get out, the less angle they have to hit a shot, especially when I have to come out around the top of the 18. If I'm too far back, they have the whole goal. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think we were great with that tonight, and preserving the shutout. It's always good. It instills that confidence into your back line, and you can hopefully take some momentum moving forward. What do you guys take from this game looking forward to your next match? Just to institute the things that we tried to build in here and keep them going, especially off the 5-0 loss earlier, trying to recover from that and move on.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, Xander. Congratulations again, and best of luck in the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, that was Xander Heist, the player of the game here for the Nationals, having an unbelievable game. 5 saves in total for him on the afternoon, and as you alluded to in that interview with Xander, just coming off that 5-0 game on Thursday, this gives them a confidence boost against a team that had come in from Shabab Alyemen with the 3-0, winning 3 of their their first games that they played. Being second in the league, so being able to come out of this with a draw is not a bad thing. A lot to learn from this game for both these sides, but nonetheless, you can take away some positives for sure. As you're now looking at some of the highlights here, as you see Heish and.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think a lot of positives from both sides to take away. As far as opportunities created, neither side conceded a goal, which is always a positive thing. Yes, obviously they wish they would have found the back of the net on one end, but to preserve the shutout is also something that you got to be happy with and positive about, and some good things to take away for Coach Rick Larson. Here's another opportunity just wide there for Shabab Alyemen. Plenty of opportunities tonight that just went wide from both sides. Both goalkeepers came up big with huge saves. Just no one could find that perfect ball to find the back of the net and break the deadlock, but chances galore. Shabab Alyemen stays undefeated moving forward, and Nationals pick up a point, well deserved, and we move on to next week.
That we do. Well, that's all she wrote here. I want to give a great shout out to our broadcast team. Again, the best in the business, the Prep and Chad Bush and Alex and all the operators here. Fantastic job, as they always do here on the Prep. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back from break, we're going to have live music. That's right, live music from Mr. Gumberlees. I'm sorry, I'm butchering this. Holy crap. Mr. Gumbercules. I am sorry, I apologize. Mr. Gumbercules will be doing live music here during the break, so don't go anywhere. For all the broadcast team here and everyone on the Michigan Soccer Network, alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Besk, my name's Jonathan Turner. Don't forget, at 7:30, we go live once again for more soccer action on the Michigan Soccer Network. We'll see you here on the other side.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required. Arrive at the studio 10 to 15 minutes before class begins so we can check you in. Wear something you can move comfortably in. We suggest leggings or long pants and a workout top. You'll also need a pair of sticky socks to keep your feet from sliding during class. If you need sticky socks, you can pick some up at the studio. Before class, grab a ball, tube, and a light set of weights. Right from the start, you connect to the beat. Class begins with a warm-up, then your teacher will guide you through arm work using the light weights. After that, you'll make your way over to the bar, where you'll work your thighs, then your seat, and finally your abs. You'll finish your workout with a cool down to stretch your muscles. Something you'll hear often in class is a tuck. A tuck is a movement that involves contracting the abs while rotating your hips forward and up to elongate your spine. One of the biggest benefits of Pure Barre are the small, controlled movements in class. When you hear your teacher say pulse or down an inch, up an inch, that literally means just 1 inch, the size of a paperclip. This is important because with Pure Barre, the smaller the movement, the bigger the change in your muscles. Your first class will move quickly, and it will be challenging, but your teacher will be right there beside you and can help you modify the workout throughout the class. After 3 to 4 classes, you'll start to get comfortable with the flow. And after 8 to 10 classes, you can see results. Our teachers and our community will support you along the way. Pure Barre is about rising above who you were yesterday and building a stronger version of yourself today. Precise, strong, balanced, inspired. This is Pure Barre.
Welcome back to Oakland University. Chad Bush with you from the prep, enjoying some great national soccer on this beautiful Sunday evening. Glad you're with us here. We've got one more, but before we conclude this first wonderful game that ended in 0-0, and you can say what you want about 0-0, but I think it's a Picasso. We've got a Picasso of a performance ahead here musically that's going to set the stage before our second game tonight between the Nationals and their opponent. Now then, pardon me? All right, let's get to the man of the hour. He comes by way of flotation into this booth with some magical sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the great sounds of Mr. Gumbercules.
moms and dads, are you looking for a program to keep your toddler active this winter? Kickstart Toddler Soccer is the perfect cure for the winter blues. And now you can find us at the amazing Legacy 925 Center, located in the heart of Oxford, Michigan. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required.
Welcome back here on the Prep, Oakland University. I'm here with Mr. Gumbercules. Before we talk to Mr. Gumbercules, we want to talk to you a little bit about this game ahead. Steve Belk and Jonathan Turner will have the Nationals in their opener against Cap City, and this is a hot build-up to this one. These two rivals going at it, and we'll have coverage of that coming up shortly. Want to get back to our musical guest here tonight on this beautiful Sunday, the wind blowing, and how appropriate to hear the wonderful sounds of Mr. Gumbercules, who's back for his second performance. It won't be his last. Tell us how you got into this. Tell us about some of the trials, tribulations you've been through. You've just learned the guitar. You've had some other musical interests before and talents, but you've only learned the guitar for the last year. Mr. Gumbercules, how have you been able to do this, and how have you progressed so quickly?
Well, I did grow up with a musical father, and he was always in bands, and he would play the piano, and so music was a big part of my life growing up, and it was probably the best part of my life growing up, if I'm being honest about it. Music really was a safe haven for a lot of hard times.
Sure.
And so I had a fire at my house, and I lost my piano and my recording studio and all my stuff, and I needed something, to get me back on my feet, and the guitar was portable. You didn't need very much to play one, so I grabbed it, and well, it really helped me come together in terms of being a better musician, and I learned how to focus playing the guitar.
You learned how to focus, and talk about the focus. How have you been able to overcome some things of focusing? What did the guitar teach you, and how did this all come about?
So the guitar is a lot like a soccer team, actually, if you think about it. There's a lot of different things that are going on. You've got 6 strings, you've got 7 knobs, you've got an amplifier. The basis of it is every part can do something to help the team, which is the song. And if every part is doing their part, you'll know. So you can still score a goal with 1 or 2 guys who are doing a good job.
Right.
But when the team really comes together, you can hear the difference. And because I have a good ear, learning how to bring that harmony into focus and hear all those separate different parts and keep them in line long enough to make one good song was how I was able to overcome a lot of my attention deficit disorder challenges.
Yeah.
So now I can focus outside of playing the
that?
guitar. It's incredible.
It's amazing. It really is.
And Chad has been my friend through all of that.
That's right. We're with Tom Brisby, Mr. Gumbercules, and we are just finished a 0-0 or a 0-0 or whatever they say in this great sport of soccer. Pardon me? 0-0. Thank you.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. What's coming up next is the Nationals women. The Nationals women are set to play Cap City. You won't want to miss that. But we're going to have a couple more minutes with Mr. Gumbercules before we get to the great pregame show. Leave us off on a final note. How can folks feel better about themselves? How can they learn something like an instrument in a year's time, play up here on a stage, have the courage to do it, and kick tail? How can someone else out there, what do you recommend to people?
So if your goal is to play music for other people, I assume that your goal is that reason because it would make you happy. So if you're going to do something to make yourself happy, focus on how happy it makes you and focus on learning how to do it so that people around you enjoy it. So if you're having fun, it will be fun. If you have a lot of fun, people will put you on a stage and watch you have fun because that's how important knowing how to have fun is. I think we could do better at that.
Yeah, it's what it's all about, having fun, listening to some great music. Mr. Gumbercules, Tom Brisby, in the house again. Give it up for him one more time, crew. Mr. Gumbercules.
All right,
Tom, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Nationals, Cap City, coming up next right here on The Prep.